Shawn Ray here for Flex and Muscle and Fitness Online. I'm here to talk to you about the art of photography, publicity, and marketing. This was one of the last photo shoots I ever did. It's kind of blurry, the lights are kind of hot, but this was a muscle and fitness cover shot that I did. This was in 2001. I wound up in 4th place. Nonetheless, I had a great experience. What you'll notice, ladies and gentlemen, when you get to a photo shoot, one, you have to be prepared. The color has got to be right. All right, you got to be dialed in. Those cameras are going to pick up everything. As a matter of fact, they put a little bit of powder on my face because I was shiny, a little bit oily. They put a little bit of mascara on my eyes, something that I wore throughout my career when I did competition and photo shoots because I have very faint, very thin eyelashes. And of course, everyone knows that the keys to the soul are the eyes, and that's where people are drawn to. I learned that for acting for the camera back when I was in college. I never saw Arnold Schwarzenegger wearing mascara, but then again, I don't know what Arnold's eyelashes look like. I just know that for me, it popped. And when I went to my photo shoots, the hair and the makeup, and I had some hair at one time, I'll get to that. Here's when I had hair. The hair and makeup people would try to assess your face. I was all about the body. They were all about the look and trying to capture that. This is a young lady. She's actually an actress. She was in Passenger 57 with Wesley Snipes. Great film. If you haven't seen it, get it on Netflix or download it, Passenger 57. She is the airline stewardess in that movie. She was also a model. I didn't know her. We didn't meet before this. I showed up and she was there and they paired us up and we got a pretty good cover shot and lots of mileage out of this from Muscle and Fitness back in the day. And again, when I walked in, the first thing they wanted to take over was my look with my facial features and my hair, powdering me down, put the oil on. This oil was applied by Mr. Joe Weider himself. Joe was at literally every photo shoot. He wanted to make sure that the highly paid photographer was capturing the right shot. He wanted to make sure that his highly paid models were looking the way he wanted them to look. So I used to think, does he get off on rubbing muscles or what's his deal? But no, I mean, I imagine he was a muscle worshiper like I am. I love muscles. And at the same time, he wanted to be hands-on with his athletes, and him applying oil to my body to make it look great for a cover shot. He could do it all day long. This was one of the keys to my marketing, is getting on the cover of the very prestigious Muscle and Fitness magazine. Another photo shoot here. Again, I didn't have the say in the models. They actually find someone to pair me. This is Ramona Bergaza. She was actually a Raider cheerleader. And naturally, I'm a big Raider fan. We're moving to Las Vegas. But she was a Raider cheerleader and a model. And you'll find a lot of cheerleaders actually model in part-time. They found her, paired me up with her. And we must have shot pictures for probably about 2 hours until they found the one that they thought was going to be most marketable for Muscle and Fitness. Not a hardcore shot, but there is muscle and there is fitness. I supply the muscle, she supplies the fitness. No, I didn't work out with the bands, but it was a nice accessory and a nice touch. This was another one that did very well on the stands, and the magazine was pretty thick back in the day because we had lots of advertising. We didn't have the internet. They didn't have an option of advertising anyway, so these magazines were very thick. And this was back in 1994 when I got second at the Mr. Olympia. Very dark here. I tanned for about 6 weeks prior to the competition. And when the show was over, of course, I went to get Photoshop. But I was working with Pro-Tan, and my tan was really deep, really rich there as compared to this one where I'm a little bit more lighter, a little more bronzer. But I really did tan a lot in the natural sunlight for this one. Got a lot darker for that cover shot. Here's one of mine from 1998 for Flex magazine. This actually just recently came out in the UK, this cover shot. This was one that they captured, I believe, in Gold's Gym when I came back. The show was on Saturday. I flew home Sunday. I was in the gym on Monday. And these cover shots served well because this was really, as a bodybuilder back then when I was competing, this was our calling card. I didn't have to walk in with an 8x10. All I had to do was walk in with a cover shot, and it validated my existence in the bodybuilding industry. Naturally, the picture begs the question, when was this taken? Where was it from? And of course, then I could give my resume. I would copy these types of cover shots, put them in an envelope, and mail them out to different people, different gyms, different store owners, and then they would create a demand for me to be a guest appearance, a guest speaker, a guest poser, and that's how we try to monetize our career. I suggest to all you athletes out there, winning is important. You don't have to win to get the right kind of publicity. The photographers aren't like they used to be where there was magazines aplenty. So I recommend that you find a photographer before the show, make sure they're there to shoot you at the show, and then shoot you after the show. If they're not at the actual contest itself, set the photo shoot up so when you get home, it's the first thing that you do, this first order of business, before all the calories come in and all that hard work starts to fade and get puffy. Pictures last a lifetime. I haven't competed in 18 years, but I can certainly pull out one of these and go, I was there, there's the proof. So keep that in mind, because those doors will help open, these pictures will help open doors for you where you can then monetize your career. All right, that's another Shawn Ray report for you here at Flex and Muscle and Fitness Online.